Alright, I'm not sure if you can hear all that noise. The motorcycles, the others, I guess they've been locked up for 2 days as well, are riding all over the place. You hear them, the motorcycle whine there. And I just drove into Camp Freedom 2 and saw cars out here exploring the labyrinth, but they got scared and turned around and went back out. So people have been exploring, and we are now back at Camp Freedom 2. And let's take a look. Looks like everything is as I left it. I was in process of setting up a campfire here. So no one's been out here to make a campfire. The water catchment did catch some water. I poured it from this new collector. I put a small collector there into here. Most of the water is empty now because I used it all up last time. And I took all my water bottles out of here because I was refilling them. I forgot to bring them back. They're at my ex-girlfriend's place, so I'm going to have to make a run to pick it up. I am, however, going to try to dismantle that Razor scooter. Originally, I was going to take that scooter and turn it into an electric bike by taking components and fusing it with my bicycle here. But after looking at the assembly, as this is the old style with the chain attachment to control the rear wheel, I'm not going to bother doing that. However, there is a 24-volt pack of batteries under there. And it's made up of two 12-volt packs. Which means if I can undo that wiring and stuff, I can convert those 12 packs into 12-volt batteries. They supposedly have about between 5 to 7 amp hours each. So I can get a 10 amp hour, roughly, probably less because the thing may not hold all the charge, battery pack. And it also has an electric motor, which if I do it right, I think I can convert that electric motor to become an electric generator. And that would give me a generator and a 10 amp hour power pack. So I'm contemplating stripping it apart and taking the components, either building a generator and power pack to leave here at Camp Freedom 2 so there'll be electricity for somebody who needs it. I don't think that's enough to cook and stuff, but it may be enough to run lights. So you could have lights out here at night. I mean, we have lights right now, but they're not very powerful. We're talking you could run a real light. Well, you'd probably want to run either LED, which is the most efficient, or fluorescent, which is cheaper and more efficient than incandescent lamps. So that's the plan. I'm going to try to spend the night here tonight, and tomorrow I'm going to try to take apart that Razor and pull the components and either leave it here or take it with me in my vehicle. And then I'll have a generator that I can use to generate electricity. Meanwhile, everything else looks intact. There's water here in this catchment system, which I'm not going to use. It'll be used for like putting the fire out or something, but not for washing or anything. I think it's too dirty. The toilet still looks clean. Nobody's used it. So my goal is to basically deal with the scooter issue, fix up the camp. On my way out the other day, I found this basketball hoop. So I'm contemplating setting up a basketball hoop so you can play basketball out here at the camp. If I can find a tall tree or something to mount it to. There doesn't seem to be any tall trees here. So I would need a pole of some sort to mount. Then you could play basketball out here. At least that would be the plan. I really hear those motorcycles whizzing by. I wonder if they're coming back this way. But we're going to try to set up a little basketball hoop back here if we can. If not, I'll leave it for the next visitor to go ahead and finish that project if they want to. Meanwhile, as it's starting to get dark, I'm going to start getting some firewood ready to get a fire going. And just basically closing things out. Depending on whether or not I am called in to work with a temp agency this week, I may end up leaving this area.